What's up, guys? We're back. We got a brand new video from TVP World. They're like a news channel out of Poland, I believe. And it's something about the Russians doing some weird ritual or cynicism, it says. So I don't know. But they've always got like the most up-to-date, weirdest stories going on the front lines in this conflict. So we like to watch their stuff. A couple things. My name is Saxon. I go by Vegas here in Ukraine. I joined the International Legion for the Defense of Ukraine in January of 2023. I'm still in Ukraine. I'm no longer with the Legion. I'm now with Azov, specifically Azov's International Battalion. This is the very first full battalion of foreigners in Azov history, and it is extremely professional, very well structured, great commanders. It is what a lot of us volunteer fighters have been looking for since we came to Ukraine. It's the real deal. So if you're interested, hit us up. The links are all down below. Email, Instagram, the website, all that's right there. Also, I don't necessarily agree with how Trump kind of made the ceasefire happen, right? He took all Ukraine's funding and basically said, hey, sign this or we're not going to give you shit. But the fact that America has continued or is continuing aid for Ukraine is good news. So props to Trump, props to that whole situation at the moment. Let's see what Putin and his mongrels do about the ceasefire. I doubt they'll take it, but we'll see. Let's see what's up in TVP World, baby.
Bring you news. This is TVP World. You're watching another edition of Military Mind, bringing you news from the front lines.
Oh, shit.
I'm your host,
Benjamin. Oh, God.
Now, Russia
Jesus. Oh, my God. Fuck. Dude, I fucked that all the way up. Military Mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is TVP World. You're watching another edition of Military Mind, bringing you news from the front lines. I'm your host, Benjamin Lee. Now, Russia executed yet another attack on Ukraine overnight. On Sunday, launching 176 Shahed drones. In Kherson, a drone attacked a car and several residential houses. As a result, 2 men were injured, according to local authorities. Both were hospitalized. During the night, the Zaporizhia region of Ukraine came under heavy fire. The Russians dropped guided aerial bombs on residential buildings, causing significant destruction and injuring at least 2 civilians, according to city emergency services. Meanwhile, the oil refinery in the Russian Samara region, according to eyewitnesses, was attacked by Ukrainian UAVs, starting a fire. The video of the explosion was published on Russian Telegram channels. Russian authorities have not commented on an alleged refinery attack, but the Russian Defense Ministry did confirm in its daily report that 3 drones were destroyed over the Samara region. On the battlefield, Russian forces are in the process of capturing the northern part of Ukrainian-controlled territory in the Kursk region and have also reportedly advanced into the city of Sudzha with support from North Korean forces, according to a report by the Institute for the Study of War. The report also notes that Russian forces have recently advanced across the border into the Sumy region and have advanced south of the city of Sudzha. Analysts have drawn a correlation between the suspension of US-Ukraine intelligence exchange and the beginning of the collapse of the Ukrainian offensive in Kursk. However, Ukraine's military general staff did recently confirm the repulsion of a Russian sabotage and assault group traveling through a gas pipeline in a bid to surprise Ukrainian forces outside of Sudzha. Additionally, according to Kyiv military officials, Ukrainian forces did make significant gains in the Kursk and Donetsk sectors approximately 2 weeks ago. Now, moving on to the Middle East. Syria's interim leader has appealed for unity as violence and revenge killings continues in areas loyal to ousted former leader Bashar.
Let me know what you guys think about the Middle East right now, the current state of what's going on over there. I'm interested to hear some thoughts.
Al-Assad. Hundreds of people have reportedly fled their homes in the coastal provinces of Latakia and Tartus, strongholds of Assad support. In the High Al Khosor region, a predominantly Alawite neighborhood in the coastal city of Banias, residents say the streets are filled with scattered bodies, piled up and covered in blood. At least 624 people have been killed in the violence so far, according to the Syrian Network for Human Rights.
That's a big number, right? What do you say, 624? Just to give you a frame of reference, the comparison of casualties, are specifically deaths, that's about 2 days worth of deaths in Ukraine.
The day starts with a single command: to battle. Charge, cover ears, fire. The rhythm of the Mortar men from the Ukraine's 3rd Assault Brigade never stops. Amid burning enemy bunkers and drone attacks, the soldiers of the Fury unit from the Ukrainian 2nd Mechanized Brigade keep up their relentless fire. Russian forces, desperately trying to locate their positions, launched FPV drones at ammunition depots, but Ukrainian motormen continue their bombardment, their shells whistling through the air. This raw, unfiltered footage from the Kharkiv region brings you straight into the heat of the battle.
Максимальный экстрим. Штурмы пошли, дядюшка, ты делаешь дело. Пострел. Давайте, пацаны, носим, загружаемся. Пацаны, блядь, забрасывай. Жень, залезь. Мины есть. И баллон есть. Давайте, начинаем залазить потроху.
Начали рух, ебать. И так вот одна 120-ка ляпнула, вторая ляпнула 120-ка. И такая вот так у меня, блядь, в 2 или в 3 метрах, как уебало.
Максимальный экстрим. Можно работать! Пострел!
Those are 120s millimeter mortars. Those are pretty much the biggest mortars that we use out here in Ukraine. From my understanding, it's the big dog. Anything bigger than that is in the artillery battery typically.
Наших друзів горить бліндаж, детонує БК.
Сітка починає горіти. Там нереально. Вітер дує, чадний дим. День, блядь, життя мінометника, нахуй. День мій починається з команди до бою, блядь. FPV-шечки, котрі відпрацювали по нашому БК. Мінометик мій любимий. Чина.
Работаем, парни.
Постріл.
Пострел. Сейчас пристреляем. Ну да. Пострел. Пострел. FPV. Прицел взял? Нормально, съехал. Давай. Да, сука, ебаный рот. Вон, выкупаешь, штурмы пошли, дядюшка, ты делаешь дело. Плюс. Ебать, ну мы тут вообще красивенькие стоим, да? Да, снимаем. Только накрываем так четенько, потому что одна мина у нас. Радейку хочу забрать. Хочу. Да, охуенно отработали.
This chilling footage from the village of Plyokhovo in Russia's Kursk region captures yet another grim episode of Moscow's treatment of its mercenaries. A wounded African fighter, once useful to Russian forces, was abandoned in a snow-dragged, left behind, and ultimately sacrificed under the watchful eyes of Ukrainian drones. As the mercenary made a desperate attempt to flee across an open field, his fate was sealed. The event, disturbingly ritualistic in nature, underscores the expendability of foreign fighters in Russia's war effort. This expanded footage offers a stark look at the brutality and...
Just for anybody who's watching that may think like the foreign fighters or the volunteer fighters of foreigners in Russia are treated better or do better in fighting for Russia rather than volunteering for Ukraine. Great example here. We've heard numerous examples of this kind of stuff, specifically with Africans, right? But not even just Africans, but specifically with just darker skinned people, darker South African or South Americans, Africans, Indians, So people say a lot of shit about racism in Ukraine. Meanwhile, Russia's just leaving their black volunteer soldiers as bait so they can escape.
Callousness within the ranks of the invading Russian army. And with that footage, we conclude this edition of Military Mind.
Wonder if he made it out, man. That was pretty crazy. So it looked like he lost a foot, right? In a mine or a drone or something, right? So somehow he lost a foot. And it looked like the Ukrainian drone was kind of leading him, hopefully towards a safer location. I wonder if he made it. I'm curious. But hey, it's just a great example of how the Russians treat their foreign fighters. Good job, Kremlin. Good job, Moscow. Good job, Putin. Good work out there. All right, guys. We will leave it at that. I know it was a short one, but I like TVP World. So we will, please like, share, subscribe if you want to come to Azov or join us at Azov. All the links are in the description below. And that's it. If you could hear that, that's air defense shooting down drones currently as we speak. All right, guys. I love you. I will see you in the next video.